are in the process, working step by step, going all the way through teaching our horse to stand tied, to keep the horse from dragging us off at the end of a lead rope. Also, we've been working with the bridle up to now, and now we're going to go to the halter and do a few more exercises to get him even better prepared before we go to the fence with the halter. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go through all the exercises. We're going to send the horse out, and again, he is not supposed to stop until we actually put pressure on the halter and on the lead rope. And then what he's supposed to do is to soften his neck, give to that pressure, and then turn and face us. Now, remember, we're the post. We are the post, and so that doesn't mean that we're the post that's stable, that locks down, that's going to jerk the horse off his feet. Whether the horse is a baby, and or whether it's a 2,200-pound draft horse. I'm going to treat all the horses exactly the same. So it's not a matter of strength, because if it's a matter of strength, we're going to lose the battle. So here we go. Send him out. And he's to keep going whatever distance we want. Nope, keep going whatever distance we want. And then we put pressure on the rope. Hold constant, even, consistent pressure on the rope until you feel the horse give with his head and neck, give to that pressure, and turn and face you. Then we're going to do all these exercises at a walk, trot, canter, dead run. We want him excited. So that, and the reason is because when he pulls back, many horses, not every horse, but a lot of times when they pull back while standing tied, it's when they're excited. So the only way we can create that excitement to begin with is through speed. So we'll send him out, add the speed. We work in the round pen, and because if he pulls too hard, then again, we don't want him to pull away from us and run down the field, so we can use the round pen to kind of help prevent that as well. So we send him out and change directions. Every time, change directions. Again, every single time that you ask him to go, always change directions, and that solidifies in his mind that he's coming to a stop. And we go through all the same exercises with the rope on the opposite side, so that he understands it's no different than if the post is over there. I don't want him just to follow me or turn towards me. He's going to learn that anyway. But what I want him to do is to follow the pull of the rope. And so where he feels that rope. And so we want to go through all those exercises exactly the same, Send the horse out. Supposed to give to that pressure and turn. And good boy, preacher. Good job. And then send him out. And then pretty soon you'll build him out to where he's going further and further and faster, and always turning and giving to that pressure. Then we would go to the flat part of the fence and do the same thing here. So we loop the rope around the fence and then send him off. He's to go to the end of that rope, feel that pressure, and give to that pressure. Good. And then, again, whether this is a baby or a draft horse, that's exactly the same method to teach him. We don't want to have him in a situation where he's tied and all of a sudden he panics and we can't give him some slack or keep a wreck from happening. And then here also, if the rope gets around his legs, down here on the ground, there's a big panic or a wreck, you can just let go of the rope, and all that's going to happen is he's going to be running around the round pen dragging a rope. So this is our safety valve of not tying him up and putting him in a situation where a a big enough wreck can happen where he actually gets hurt. So it's a really nice benefit, as we've talked about before. You can't teach your horse anything well or good without it having side benefits in other areas. So as we work at this here, we can ask our horse if we were in a worse wreck or in a situation we wanted the horse to move over, we can ask him to move over and have our horse step over. So all of these are little side benefits to training our horse.